By Chelsea Gray. Last second heave. Kelsey Mitchell. You can count that one from the Sparks logo.
You haven't adjusted by playing with players you've never played with.
There's Kelsey Mitchell right to the rim, and the number 2 overall pick has her first basket in the WNBA. Big moment of the game. First 2 for Kelsey Mitchell. She won't forget those. Do you remember your first 2?
I not remember my first 2.
Maybe she will.
Ooh, crossover. Delight from Mitchell. Scores it.
Oh, boy.
+1. Showing why she was the number 2 pick.
And Kelsey Mitchell with the get-by right there.
I'd get a lot of credit to the coach. Play like that, very similar. And Mike Tebow, who has 290 wins. Mitchell darting in, and Kelsey Mitchell uses glass.
Fever down 4. Under 30 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Kelsey Mitchell shows off the deep range and makes this a 1-point game. Through the double team. Wide open. And that's money in the bank for Kelsey Mitchell. She hits that 3.
Mitchell into Charles. Oh, he got it. And a foul. Kelsey Mitchell, the rookie, continues to be stunning here late in the game. This is not necessarily the matchup you're looking for. Cambe, she spins through Achanwa, couldn't get it to go, and it tips out to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell 1-on-4. She's not afraid to pull up from there. And Kelsey Mitchell knocks it down. As a defensive 3 seconds. Goes against Indiana. Mitchell steps back. A straightaway 3. Kelsey Mitchell. She has 4 from out there. Give her 22, and Indiana goes up 4. Achanwa pulls it down. Mitchell off that 19-point game.
Picking the ball up, and Quanah Williams going after the steal. Good, and she has the matchup against Kelsey Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. She lets it go, and it is good for the long 2.
Bird loses handle, gets it back, 10 on the shot clock. Now she loses it again. It's been a rough couple possessions for Sue Bird after getting hit in the face. And Indiana comes the other way. Sue tries to poke it from behind. The lefty slings and hits. How about Kelsey Mitchell?
Out there, Alex Bentley started 0 for 2. And now Taylor looking to attack, got to Kelsey Mitchell, and Mitchell has another 3. But that 55% dwarfs the hot shooting early from Phoenix. Mitchell left alone straight away, and Kelsey Mitchell gets it to go. 6 points, has yet to record a rebound. Dewana Bonner, though, a game-high 10. Mitchell steps back and hits another.
Miem tried to tap the rebound back out, but Indiana controls. Kelsey Mitchell driving and is fouled from behind by Alexis Jones. 13 on the game clock. Here's Alexis Jones. Top of the key for Xander Assini. It's squirted through her fingers. Fever come up with it. Mitchell running into the front court. Layup is good on the left side.
And Dupree has it for Indiana. As Mitchell attacking again. Nice bounce pass to Achanwa.
You've got to keep doing that. Keep taking the ball to the basket.
And that's obviously a huge factor to the success level of the Fever this season. Mitchell's hit a pair. That'll give her 3.
She's feeling it right now, and we need that energy.
Off that Atlanta bench. Long bomb for Vivians. Tapped out to Achanwa. Mitchell fires and hits. Kelsey Mitchell. Boy, she's got that baseline pocket shot down. 69-43. Banked in by Kelsey Mitchell.
Well, they came in with a plan, a definite plan, and getting the ball down low. Kelsey Mitchell finally gets that shot to go. You can see her shoulders drop a little bit.
Look at Achanwa. Kelsey Mitchell doesn't need a lot of time to get from baseline to baseline. She knows how to score. Beautiful pass by Kelsey Mitchell to Natalie Achanwa. Impact. Step on back. Beautiful pass to Achanwa by Chelsea Gray. Last second heave. Kelsey Mitchell. You can count that one from the Sparks logo. Puts it up, and a dagger to end the 3rd quarter. LA.
Good, but the Fever are going to have to start scoring, and it's going to have to be in bunches now with just over 2 minutes to play. Might have to come from Kelsey Mitchell, who got around Bird, scores and a foul. 16 in the 3rd. And Mitchell can bring Indiana back within 8, which would come all the way full circle.
She puts the ball on the floor.
There's the rookie Mitchell going right at Cambage.
Well, because I was just getting ready to say, you over-penetrate. Kelsey Mitchell will go to the free throw line. Cambage rotates over, picks up her second.
Achanwa patiently waiting. There was Johnson to poke it away. And once again, it's Mitchell with the shot clock winding down. She found some space, and what a move from Kelsey Mitchell.
See, that's the life of living with a rookie. The last possession, she makes a mistake. This one, she makes a great play.
Boy, kept it low and then lost it. Kelsey Mitchell. Pull-up jumper. Got it.
Very impressive.
Kelsey Mitchell, that's a long 2. She got fouled, and Mitchell with an and 1.
Watch this. She goes over the top. She's got space. Stewart doesn't step up. She knocks it down. She's the second best shot blocker in the league.
Mitchell got some space, got by Canada, and floats it in.
Turner with 8 points. A couple of 3-point hits for Vonnie. Back comes Kelsey Mitchell. She has the ultra green light. 5 from the field. She's in double figures now with 11. 5 different Mercury players have reached double figures here tonight, and it's more Kelsey Mitchell. More bench points for Phoenix as their starters went to the bench, beginning their rest. Kelsey Mitchell pops it in.
After shoot-around this morning about her elbow just to see how she was feeling. She said it was still a little bit sore, but she wears that shooting sleeve on her left hand because she falls on her elbow so often.
Then is Mitchell's floater. She left it long. Here's Tiffany Mitchell. She got it poked away. Alexander rescues out to Kelsey Mitchell, and she hits a 3.
Rise and moves on about her business, like most kids do to their mothers.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, who's checked right in, and Kelsey Mitchell knocks down a 3.
She can just jump over the top of you.
Kelsey Mitchell takes her own shot and hits the make. That's for Kelsey Mitchell. One thing the Sky did so well yesterday was rebound. Oh, boy, showing some range, Kelsey Mitchell.
Fever fans, that's Big Ten country down there. They've seen plays like this from
Quick shots. I mean, both teams want to push the tempo.
And there is Kelsey Mitchell laying it up and in with the left, and she cuts the Liberty lead to 1.
Great job by Coach Miller trying to get her going early. She's been struggling to shoot. That time ran her off of a screen to get open and then took her off a ball screen, split the defense.
And look how quick Kelsey Mitchell brings that ball down the floor.
She'll line up a corner 3, and there's 3 early for Kelsey Mitchell.
3-point shot there. We've talked earlier before the commentary about her shooting style, how she shoots behind her head. It's very uncommon. And Kelsey Mitchell, she's finding that stroke now.
And now Mitchell, who's had the ball in her hands a lot more here early on, gets that one to go. Gives it off to Achanwa, and Achanwa rolls it in. There's 2 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, the ball reversed, and see if you can get some penetration to the rim. You know, get a piece of the paint like this right here.
Mitchell on the attack, full steam ahead, got the foul. Moment of the game, and Kelsey Mitchell turned the corner, turned this into 3. Indiana at 47% from the floor. Mitchell inside, a tough looking shot, and Mitchell and Lefty, she gets the roll. Point lead after 1 here from Bankers Live Fieldhouse. Kelsey Mitchell, a strong into Mitchell, she'll fire, and Mitchell connects at the buzzer. So Indiana hoping for a little spark headed into the 4th. Delivered on the shoulders of Kelsey Mitchell. Pokey Chapman saying we wanted 4.8. Kelsey Mitchell just fine with 4.
You're going to force Indiana to remember that Dallas is going to try and push tempo here, and they're going to have to give back, which could impact their O boards.
The 3, nothing but the bottom of the net. Glory Johnson has to come out. Mitchell with 5 to shoot. Mitchell, the southpaw, got the 3.
I think the term bang bang, that somebody shoots the 3, came from a Kelsey Mitchell-like player. I mean, that's just...
Leads the WNBA in assists, but also seeks her own shot.
They'll loft it into McCowan. Good position in the Fever if he has two.
See, that's a great pass.
One last look for Indiana. The hesitation step. Here's Mitchell, and she buries it with a second left to go in the first.
Beautiful. Is that not fun to watch?
Favorite team that has lost 5 straight here in Atlanta. Their last win was September of 2015. Kelsey Mitchell splashes it down.
Prolific scorer and shooter, and you saw Dream, the Atlanta Dream, miscue on that screen.
So shots and the ball come back as Mitchell drives and gets it off the glass.
Losing handle of the basketball there. Almost another turnover. Whitcomb almost had it, but Mitchell comes up with it. Flip shot up and in. But look at Alicia Clark-Hustle. She got pushed down. My goodness. Oh, McCowan just gave her a forearm shiver. Everybody in the building sees it except for the official right there. My goodness.
The Fever, on the other hand, just 13 a game. That's second. Mitchell on the drive. Left it for Dupree. A good find from Kelsey Mitchell.
But after a couple Brittany Griner buckets, lifting that percentage up a little bit. Here's Griner, stopping at the elbow, swiped away by Kelsey Mitchell. 2-on-1 with Laney. Mitchell lost the handle momentarily, then lobbed to Laney, and she'll finish. Mitchell, nice around the back pass to Achanwa. Comes back and gets it beyond the arc. Blows past Griner, scoops it up, count it, and the foul for Kelsey Mitchell. What a finish underneath.
Contribution starting to come. For three, Kelsey Mitchell.
And that penetration they do in
Achanwa. Everybody for the Fever hitting.
Ron, we're seeing some very disciplined offense out of Dallas, with the exception of the turnovers, but we don't see a lot of players taking ill-advised shots.
This time, Burke with the left hand gets it to go down, or Mitchell with the left hand.
Fever don't play quickly, but they play efficiently in the half court. That's been a calling card to a much stronger start this season. Mitchell launches and connects. 2016, shooting over 60% from the floor. Mitchell got it back. Here is Dupree. Three-point shooter this year at Well, right around 40%. Mitchell off the screen, gets inside. Mitchell lofts it in. Washington, who shoots at about 45%, as Mitchell will launch and hit.
Kelsey Mitchell, step back. Looking for it and hits.
Rebounded by Achanwa. Tiffany Mitchell through the obstacle course, bounces off of Sophie Cunningham, bucket and one. Basket.
Well, that missed floater opportunity for the Fever, and as you said, Mitchell getting inside.
Kelsey Mitchell draws the double, found Achanwa inside, and an and one coming for Natalie Achanwa. Part of that play, the find from Kelsey Mitchell, an area they've been working with the Fever guard on. This is the second of 3 meetings between these two teams. Minnesota got the first, so the tiebreaker's on the line here as Mitchell splashes one home.
This Fever bench mob is what they call them. They had 55 points in their victory over Minnesota, and Kelsey Mitchell, one of the reasons why.
McCowan couldn't finish, tries to volleyball it to herself. Hayes took it away, now Johnson with a steal. Mitchell on the attack, gets inside and puts it in. That's a big bucket for Indiana. Trail by 3, it's Atlanta by 3 after 3 as Kelsey Mitchell puts off the finishing touches. Shot clock down to 5. Mitchell will launch. She's got it! Kelsey Mitchell! The exclamation point for Indiana on the night. They've all come in the second half. And Indiana's best pure shooter comes through in a big moment.
By Shea Petty. Mitchell, a little in-out dribble on the attack for the layup.
You know, and speaking about both her and Tiara McCowan before the game, I do believe that Big T can be one of the best players in the league down the track.
A lot of other, like the suburban type schools went back, so not as many kids in attendance as we've seen.
7 on the shot clock for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell from deep.
Laney, long three by Mitchell, answered, wow!
To the, obviously down the track when games get close and it comes down to free throws, she can knock those down.
Kelsey Mitchell knocks down a three for Indiana. The shot clock winding down.
Well, they're game changers, pace changers, right? When they come in the game, they can do different things. That's what McCowan does. She can change the game on both ends of the floor.
What an effort by Danielle Robinson to tie this game at 49. And then just like that, Mitchell gets the shot, fouls on the whistle. Laney, 4 on the shot clock, drives all the way to the hoop, kicks it out. Killer three-pointer.
Pushing quickly past Laney, past Achonwa. Doesn't get it to fall though, and the Fever take over. Up and down action here. Mitchell with the short jumper, that goes.
That would work as well.
Nice take to the goal there by Mitchell.
Good defense, good swarming defense by the Fever.
Naja Laney took it right out of Tuck's hands. Here's Mitchell right to the rim. Kelsey Mitchell!
She's putting on a show for everybody right now. You can see her teammates off the bench.
Mitchell, she'll pull up. Here's a three. She's got it! And that's a record! Kelsey Mitchell with 9 threes in a game. It's never been done before. You know, she can't hit 10 in a game. Well, hold on. She's got a chance at hitting that three.
And both coaches were talking about keeping an eye on minutes of certain players. So Chunma with 3 to shoot. Got to get rid of it. Lets it fly. Kelsey Mitchell knocks down the 3.
Mitchell, nice feed. And the lay-in supplied.
Create a shot for herself or one for her teammates. Tiffany Mitchell gets one to fall.
6:20 to
kind of drag the defenders into the paint in anticipation, allowing for that wide open outside shot.
Now Malik got off the block. Defense turns into offense. And an and one the other way for Kelsey Mitchell.
A 5-point swing here for Indiana at the opposite end. And look how quick they get out in motion. Nice job by Mitchell running the floor.
Kelsey Mitchell had just 2 points in the first half. Gets 2 to start the second.
Trying to spread this defense out of LA.
As long as they're making open shots like that, you can get back and set your defense.
You see the quickness right there of Kelsey Mitchell.
Matched up in transition, an easy basket inside, and then again.
The 3 over to the other Mitchell, Kelsey, and then Tiffany gets it right back to her. Kelsey Mitchell's not shy to shoot. Emma, at least, it seems to have is responding well. Kelsey Mitchell.
Good recovery defensively by Indiana to contest that shot.
Mitchell puts it in another gear and just blew by everybody.
Everyone doesn't have that kind of energy up and down the floor.
Nice, easy effort and trying to get some rhythm. And one thing that Walt Hopkins said is, we just want her to continue to shoot.
Fever with the ball. 5 to go on the shot clock. Kelsey Mitchell launches the 3. Oh! And that's exactly what Kelsey Mitchell can do. A huge three-pointer.
And Kelsey Mitchell had told us prior to the game, you know, just I'm always trying to focus. I'm always trying to do whatever I can.
Because she's a terrific three-point shooter, brings great energy and size from the guard spot defensively.
That 3 is good. Kelsey Mitchell connecting from downtown.
Mitchell is a handful. She's got really deep range on the 3 ball. She is fantastic in transition.
Shot clock at 6. Kelsey Mitchell working on Jasmine Thomas. Left-handed hook. Now we're tied at 32.
And it's been Kelsey Mitchell finding another way to score to
Mitchell crosses up Whitcomb to the basket, puts it in with the left hand. Final seconds of the first half. Mitchell tosses it up and puts it in! Back-to-back buzzer beaters in the first half. And Kelsey Mitchell has given the Indiana Fever a 3-point lead at the break. Give them the MJ shrug after this one. Looks like she got it off with plenty of time to spare.
Perfect. Well, you know how I feel about Stephanie Dolson. I think she's one of the best screen assist players in the league, and she's definitely going to be on my all-screen team.
Working hard against Clark. Shot clock dying for Kelsey Mitchell. Throws up a wild one and it comes in.
Kelsey Mitchell quickly picked up by Gray. Two-man game on the right-hand side. Kelsey Mitchell flips it up and in.
We've got to battle for that A spot in the playoffs. Kelsey Mitchell, you only learn by film. You don't have a lot of practice time.
Catch and shoot. Mitchell buries the three with 3 seconds left. And a timeout's going to be called again.
Kelsey Mitchell. It was Alicia Gray who didn't switch with Marina Mabry.
Copper wanted to go inside and has it stripped by Mitchell. And off to Dupree.
Coming out shooting well. You're not going to see Indiana send very many people to the offensive glass. They want to get back in transition and make Atlanta execute. It's just really good defense by Natalie Achanwa, stuffing that pick and roll, getting the deflection, and then Kelsey Mitchell really putting it into another gear. Has maybe let a player go that's still in the wobble to assist you.
Mitchell off the screen. Count it! Turn on the Jets. A foul is called away from the ball, but once again, the ball movement has been fantastic.
The ball movement. Kelsey Mitchell with 1 second remaining.
She's just a very selfless player that does what she feels like her team needs her to do. And this season, they really needed her to step up her scoring.
Kelsey Mitchell is one of the more lethal players from distance.
Kelsey Mitchell attacks.
Hey. Good switch up there by Odom. She's got the length. Wow.
Kelsey Mitchell has been quiet tonight. 38 seconds left in the third.
Kelsey Mitchell just getting around Odom, who was not able to get her feet back around defensively. Kenny Burke's been a bright spot for the Indiana Fever, having to come in and play a lot of minutes and really has found her confidence, especially from the perimeter as well. She can knock down the three ball.
We cannot harp on Laney enough. She is a huge pickup for this team.
McCowan backs her way down, and she's 6'7" and got some size to her.
I think a really powerful moment for her, this organization, as Mitchell lines up a three and connects.
And that was a really cool find for me to see today.
Kim Adams, the former Penn Quaker. Jumper rattles in, Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, Carter got right by Mitchell and to the rim. And Kennedy Carter has 6 points in the first 4 minutes as Mitchell looks to respond. She draws the foul.
They pushed it right back and got down there and got the M1.
This is something you'd love to see if you're Marianne Stanley. Mitchell working here on foul with a shot clock down to 6. Kelsey pulls up and connects. That was a tough look. Mitchell found just a small crevice of space. This is where Mitchell is so valuable. Shot.
We've always asked players, is there extra fire in the belly when you, as we see.
Here, Cloud is on her. That's a tough look, but Mitchell hit.
Boyd trying to get it underneath the Talbot who was cutting.
There's Kelsey Mitchell against the Rook. Sykes. 2-on-1. Bounce pass. Garantes blocked from behind by Mitchell. What a play. And it goes off of Garantes and out of bounds.
Can't convert it because Kelsey Mitchell hustles down on that play.
Tiffany Mitchell on the drive. And now a three for Kelsey Mitchell, knocks it down.
Kelsey Mitchell still has not taken a shot here in the second half. The Shields goes right at Mitchell, who took it right back. And now Gondrzic running the floor. Gondrzic couldn't finish. Mitchell straightaway three.
Obviously, she's coming out of playing against her former team.
Mitchell goes behind the back and connects. Kelsey Mitchell showing off the array of moves there.
A former champion, WNBA champion, All-Star. So she's got some good help out there, and that, wow.
Breland to Robinson. Mitchell and Kelsey Mitchell with the 3-ball.
Leilani Mitchell, bold move to try to get that shot to go up over Tierra McCowan, standing 6'7" in the way.
Mitchell with the tough reverse layup.
And Mitchell comes up with a jump ball, gets it ahead to Tiffany. And Tiffany with the finish. We'll turn it over here for the second time tonight. Mitchell had that pass deflected by the former Fever point guard Breon January. Shot clock down to 3. Mitchell crossover dribble, and she knocks down. Well, Indiana knows how good of a defender January is, but Kelsey Mitchell with Mary looking backdoor from Mitchell, who spins inside, flips it in, and an athletic finish there for Kelsey Mitchell. It's interesting, Mitchell's scoring numbers are down just a little bit this season compared to last year. Mitchell continuing to stay aggressive. This is a step back two, and Mitchell drills it. I'll say Jasmine Jones touched that one last. Mitchell, who missed her first couple of shots.
I think the Dream had the right idea early on. Indiana adjusted to that, but you have to go at McCowan and get her in foul trouble.
We saw that a little bit earlier in the game, but as you're fighting for Tierra McCowan in the paint.
I think Nneka's going to take a lot of that pain of what happened during the Olympic break and channel that into something positive here for her teammates, because she's such a great leader.
First half action in Phoenix. John Bloom along with the Hall of Famer and Myers Drysdale. And now it's Kelsey Mitchell firing another three and knocking another one down. That is her second of the night.
And Marianne Stanley coming in to this Fever team and just great range right there. Of course, she always has had it.
And Enrique lost the handle up ahead to Robinson for the layup.
Breland stepping back on Wilson. McCowan sets up Mitchell, who buries a three. Mitchell looking for some space, hits a three on the perimeter. As Kelsey Mitchell now with 5 points. Jessica Breland back in the starting lineup. Marianne Stanley had been going with Emma Cannon the past couple of games, and another turnover here for the Mercury as Mitchell bounces for Allen. Times in Indiana has turned those into a pair of buckets as the Mercury lead by 2 here early.
Posting up Kelsey Mitchell.
Nurse can't hit on the other end. Phoenix just 1 of 5 to open up the game here tonight. Mitchell pull up 3. She knocks it down. Kelsey working underneath. Turner stays with her. Allen back for Mitchell. Step back 2. Mitchell connects to end the third quarter.
Kelsey Mitchell, high screen from Lavender. They'll try it on the other side, and Lavender finishes.
It works on both sides. They got a height advantage.
There was Wilson, the rookie, into Lavender in the post. She has to regain her dribble. Cross-court pass, Kelsey Mitchell, and she will drain a three.
Different ways that you can prevent her from scoring, but hopefully they can see some adjustments in the second half because Sierra McCowan has been on fire. 7 points for her already. Turnover for Atlanta. A dish pass by Kelsey Mitchell to Allen. It's the hesitation for me, Tab, as 5 seconds on the game clock. Kelsey Mitchell with the ball with the scoop and the two with 1 second left on the game clock.
Mitchell hit that early three a minute ago. Stays aggressive. Drops it for McCowan. Push shots. 9-2 run for Napheesa Collier and Minnesota as the Lynx have an early lead.
Cannon getting smothered. And so she kicks it out to Kelsey Mitchell from up top, and she drills the three.
Look, that's one player you just simply can't leave open. And there she gets that offensive board, and you see there's not many times she's going to miss those threes. She'll make you pay.
And she takes it that time for the two. A little hesitation.
Defending the entire shot clock, and you see the hesitation explosion.
That's what we said. Washington need to make great reads out of their screening actions, and that was a perfect example of that.
As Mitchell gets to the hoop, the harm, and the bucket, she'll head to the free throw line.
That'll be quite the test here for Queen Egbo and the Fever front court. As Mitchell spots up and knocks down her first look from three. Turns it over, and for the Fever tends to be a good sign when they get number 0 going early. At this point, we might need to note the players that are not on a hardship exception for the Lynx. They've got a ton of them. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell! Hand off Egbo! And maybe her best play of the night. Didn't no-looker to Queen Egbo.
Has played really well in the first 2 games for the Liberty.
Yeah, she hasn't skipped a beat. She's always been such an offensive-minded player.
Kelsey Mitchell for 2.
This will be something to watch as we get into the fourth quarter this afternoon. Mitchell off the screen, pulls up, and knocks it down. Kelsey Mitchell hasn't had a ton of looks this afternoon.
Then after she does that, we found her getting open for the jump shot, the three-point shot. It's a credit to the way that she maintains her shape and keeps herself in good physical form.
Mitchell on the drive, aggressive take. Mitchell draws the foul, and there's her first 2 points.
Kelsey Mitchell gets going after struggling. Her points come in bunches.
Joyner Holmes is checked into the game. Brianna Jones going one-on-one. Felt like there was an effort there to draw up a play. ISO on the block. Mitchell off the catch. Buries a three.
When Heidemann, she was traded to Connecticut from Minnesota, but then she also was waived. As we see Kelsey Mitchell finding a way to get on the scoreboard. Just backing in.
It's a 9-2 start for the Sky. Evans off the bench. Beastman, look at the rebound there. Threw it away, however, and back comes Kelsey Mitchell, the leading scorer for the Fever. Glides to the rack for 2.
That at 31 years old, this is her first year in the WNBA.
It's hard to believe.
Yes, it is. Oh, what a move.
Kelsey Mitchell once again finding her way to the rim. She's so adept at that.
And then watch Mitchell put the burners on, get to the rim, and the contact.
In LA's win over Phoenix on Wednesday. Here's Mitchell putting on the moves and the step back. Going up against Washington, who is the slowest paced team in the league. So this will be something big to watch here tonight. As Mitchell off balance, gets a 3 to go with the shot clock winding down. Kelsey Mitchell, she can make these kind of plays for you. In these final 5 minutes, Mitchell splitting through the double team. Mitchell right to the rim and finishes the quarter off in style.
Wow. That was just being able to use your body, stop, go.
The second half of a back-to-back. Their only back-to-back this season. With young legs. Off to a fast start.
So low to the ground, and that's what creates her opportunities all over the.
Still at the top of the key. Can't find anything to the rim. Finds Elena Coates, though. There's a block there, so it's going to be an and one. What a play. All the way through the possession. Kelsey Mitchell gets Coates the ball on the roll.
Bree Jones, here's the stat line at Seattle on Sunday. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. It was 9 to 10 at the free throw line. Hartley the other way on the run out.
Back in
the Tamika Catchings days, so there wasn't a lot of opportunity for her to contribute. What a drive by Mitchell.
The league's 4th leading scorer looking to get going here for Indiana.
What's she trying to say? Jefferson loses the handle. Minnesota's having a tough time just hanging on to the basketball. Mitchell free for 3, and Kelsey Mitchell hits that one.
Brittany Griner. There's so much talent on this team that even despite that 2-8 start, as Mitchell gets that one to go and she'll head to the line. There's Mitchell coming up with the steal. Mitchell taking it right at Evans and laying it in. Makes a couple of plays. The Fever running up and down the floor. Kelsey Mitchell coming up into the passing lanes, and you can really watch.
Every time she gets to the basket, I mean, there's good things to come. And this long athletic team here is doing a great job putting that pressure on her.
Boy, Enrique almost came up with a steal. Kelsey Mitchell wisely backs it up. Mitchell, long three. And the foul.
Told you this matchup's going to be fun.
They can create. They sustain their dribble really well. They read hands down, man down perfectly. They're defenders.
I have goosebumps. But we want to do your court. I want to do Enrique's court. I want a legacy for women like men have had.
Vivian's has been a problem. She has scored the last 8 for Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell ends that with yet another triple. So we're tied at 23. Kelsey Mitchell untying thing with a gorgeous scoop shot.
1.9 points per game, so above her average for getting the start.
It's a lot of field goal attempts for somebody who only averaged 1 point a game. She's getting her money's worth on those field goal attempts thus far tonight. Here's a feed inside and the and one.
She's got 13 of them. Oh, but a rare empty trip at the line from Mitchell, who got it back from Cannon. She'll launch and bury a 3. The Sky do not have a single player in the top 15 in points per game. They really get it done with balance. Talked about it earlier. They've had 7 different leading scorers this year. Oh, but how about Alyssa Smith? But Julie Alamon was 2nd. Wow. So the league's top 2 assisters from 2020. As Mitchell, beautiful find in for Ainsler. She's able to finish inside.
So big, too, so athletic. There's nothing easy right now coming for the Fever.
Mitchell launches and has the 3 stay down. It popped out and then fell for Kelsey Mitchell. Penalty when we return here on NBA TV. Phantom launches. Indiana just needs something to go their way here. And Mitchell stop the bleeding. Mitchell on the drive, gets inside, floats it up, difficult shots, and Mitchell banks it home.
Seattle up 7. I think that was a good timeout by Carlos Knox, Elise, just to kind of settle his team down a little bit, and they got a good bucket out of it too. Danielle Robinson, they lost handle of her.
Tip there by Nneka and Smith. Smith comes out with it. Mitchell attacking against Brown and scoops it in.
Kirsten Bell on. Teresa Plaisance with the ball. Tried to work it into Stokes. Can't get it. Lexi Hall drives it in.
When they failed to score 80.
Yeah, I think that tempo plays such a big factor, but they practice fast, and then being able to kind of convert that to the game is a huge step. That downhill attack is so important.
Mabry being hounded. The Fever have been really aggressive in the backcourt. She turns it over. Mitchell comes away with it, and Mitchell lays it in. Coming off a 17-point, 17-rebound effort against Chicago in that Commissioner's Cup win on Tuesday. Mitchell, no look. There's Egbo. Underlook storylines of the season. WNBA wide has been the improved passing here of Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, big time.
Kelsey Mitchell held scoreless after that masterful 34.9. Her last visit here. Vivian's is wide open and misses on a 3. The Fever have gotten a couple good looks from 3. Here's another from Mitchell, and that one will fall. Bank shot too strong. Here's Mitchell, 2-on-1. Dropped it for Smith. Off to a nice start here for Indiana. in her first year as a head coach at the WNBA level. Smith with the rebound, kick out Mitchell, straightaway three, book it. Erica Wheeler, who was here early on with Kelsey Mitchell, and that is a backcourt violation.
I could definitely see her catching fire just like that game.
Mitchell 1 of 5 in the early going. Here is Mitchell off the screen, hits the shot and a foul. Right on cue, there's Kelsey Mitchell.
She knows what to do. Give it to Kelsey, get out the way. That was a beautiful 1-2 into it, and one for the free throw.
That has a nice ring to it. Give it to Kelsey, get out the way.
You know what? Sometimes that's what you got to do, especially if you are.
And she's playing in that type of arena right now.
Notice the double team by the Liberty on Boston, forcing them to play through someone else. Kelsey Mitchell.
And Mitchell finally getting a good look, and she's actually got a hand in her face, but a nice pass from Boston off the double team. And
excited to see what Kelsey Mitchell will do this season for Indiana. Should have been an all-star in this league probably on a couple of occasions, and I know that's something that's important to her. See right here, little hesitation, turns the corner on the smaller defender. But this last season,
monitor here with her physical play.
Yeah, her and Brianna Jones going at it in the paint.
Ball gets batted, Mitchell fires and connects.
Here's Mitchell, shot clock down to 7. She will launch, and Mitchell buries a 3. Mitchell had 5 of those, but really a lot of balance for Indiana as Mitchell wrap-around pass. There's Egbo. What a find.
I don't even know how she saw that. Kia Stokes is such a presence.
The foul. There is Queen Egbo finishing for
Wheeler in double figures right now with 10. Mitchell coming across that screen, and she gets a 3. And Mitchell's first three-point make comes there. She was 0 for 3 from 3 before that shot.
Loves the mid-range, saw that a whole lot when she was a Hoosier.
That's right.
Kelsey Mitchell, downhill speed, and that is good for her first bucket today.
To get to the rim, look how she uses her body to fly downhill.
Alyssa Smith right on her tail. Mitchell drives past Griner and gets the roll. Quarter here, Sykes is hounding Mitchell. Mitchell turns the corner. Mitchell on the drive, floats it up, and to beat the buzzer, Kelsey Mitchell climbing up the FIBA record books. History the hard way.
If you're going to go to history, you might as well make it look good in dramatic fashion. Kelsey Mitchell making some history. Nice job by Mabry.
In the Sky playing without Copper here tonight. Kelsey Mitchell's first field goal coming in the third quarter. Final few seconds, tied at 90. Kelsey Mitchell from up top. Steps it back, that's a long two. He drills it with .9. And the Fever are back on top. Off the fingertips of Kelsey Mitchell.
Did throughout her whole entire career, step back. You saw the switch happening. Boston went. Dana Evans went with Boston. Fantastic job by Kelsey Mitchell. Doing what she does best. And created so much separation on the jump back, step back. Williams didn't even have a chance to contest. That's money for the bet.
Go look at the time. Clearly that's a long 2. And so the officials at the monitor, though, to just look at the time. And it's the ball going through the hoop. And I believe the ball has to clear the net. And so it's about 1 second maybe. So maybe 1/10 of a second they might add.
Was probably the only game in the season where they just could not get anything offensively. But since then, they've done such a good job reading each other's players and great shot play. And what makes that so good is the screen.
Games of 30-plus points. Incredible.
Catch and shoot. Mitchell hits it, and another. 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Mitchell trying to create around Russell. Got to get it up, and does the Boston at the buzzer. Brilliantly executed
by the Aces. 7-0 run for Las Vegas. Mitchell using the screen, up and through.
Both teams kicking up the defense. Big area of focus it's been for the Aces, but as well for Indiana. Inbound to Mitchell, straight through.
Early, and it's not with the ball in her hand, but moving without the ball. She gets the three, knocks it down.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Kelsey Mitchell, three is good.
Aaliyah Boston can come in and just pick it up.
Mitchell on the handoff from Boston. Mitchell on the drive, gets inside. Pretty reverse, gets the roll. Robin Parks is a 30-year-old rookie, and she's been an instrumental part of what the Sky have done so far this year as Mitchell just bullies her way inside over the front of the rim and a foul. After the play. So Mitchell gets 2. She will shoot the technical free throw.
Mitchell is 0 for 7. She's got 1 point at the free throw line. Goes behind the back, though, to Smith and Alyssa Smith. Mitchell with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Rises, another lefty. That one falls.
Ohio State reading, reacting, getting distance.
And it's impressive at this point. I mean, just her speed and the way she kicks on the gear and really stops the pop.
There is Mitchell, who hits her first 3 of the night. We need Kelsey Mitchell here to get going to snap this 6-game losing streak. So great to see this early in the third quarter.
Yeah, and any high-skilled team, they just have so many good parts that really work well together. And as we can see, Sabrina is a walking bucket as well. So being able to get everybody involved and everybody touches.
At Kelsey Mitchell, who's got an early couple of buckets, but the Fever when they have Smith in Boston.
That should be an offensive foul and count the bucket, at the very least.
It should have been an and one.
Mitchell with the steal and the land.
Too bad, because that was a great block and rebound by Queen Egbo.
Can't get the rebound, and Laney gets it to Ionescu. Now stolen by Mitchell. Hand in the cookie jar, as my partner just said.
As she hit the deck, and here comes Mitchell on the push. Mitchell, the lefty, the layup, good. You don't want to say it was over at half court. A walking bucket.
Yep. She just glides and she can accelerate.
Insomnia. Mitchell, she's wide open for 3 and makes it count.
Williams back for Magbagor, but Cole got a hand in there and comes up with the steal. It's their 6th turnover, and Boston gets it to go.
You got to be completely locked in, so Fever have to do a good job matching that intensity.
Rossi with a bucket and then an assist to start things off as Mitchell on the drive, and 1 for Mitchell.
Mitchell to go. She sees, she recognizes, quick change of speed, and that burst of energy downtown ease it up for the easy 2 and 1.
Fever continue to go without an Alyssa Smith. Mitchell fires, is fouled, and a chance at a 4-point play for Kelsey Mitchell.
Here in the third quarter, off the screen, puts it up, the foul afterwards. Huge bucket from the vet here.
Back at 10, as Kelsey Mitchell is just a lead. Kelsey Mitchell has been a part of every play in the last 3 possessions, including that one. Wow.
But right here off the screen, Kelsey Mitchell trying to create something, sees the shot clock running down.
They will clear out for Mitchell. Little ISO ball for the Fever guard. Now works off the cannon screen and launches home a triple. Wallace a 4th effort, no. Here's a 5th chance opportunity for Indiana. Mitchell way outside and caps it all off with a 3. How about that sequence from the Fever? Couldn't get it to go. And then on a 5th chance opportunity, Mitchell's 2nd 3 of the possession. She makes... Wheeler over to Mitchell, able to bring it in. There's a foul on this one, and the 3-ball goes down. Possession off of this. It's McBride on the late close. Does she give her room to land? We have
There have not been very many players who have hit 100 threes in a season, and that is another sharpshooter. A lot of times post players are so used to sprinting back all the way to the paint. When Jones stops at the three, you've got to get out and get a hand up.
She's hitting now over 40% of her threes on the season, and Mitchell has a chance.
It's a tough take. Look how low Kelsey Mitchell's shoulder is on the hip of Betnijah Laney. Anytime you get shoulder on hip, there's nothing Betnijah Laney.
Belladon had it knocked away. Cannon comes up with a steal. Outlet pass to Wallace, who finds Mitchell. Pretty reverse. Mark of the second quarter. Neither team has led by more than a possession. This one has been...
Mitchell buries the triple.
Yeah, Mitchell being left-handed, she likes to go right, too.
As Izzy Magbagor has her first four here tonight. Mitchell catch and shoot, draws the foul, and an and one for Mitchell. Leading all Fever scores. Mitchell on to Lloyd, step back three, you bet.
Another one.
Boston had it knocked away by Parker. Shot clock winding down again. Boston, oh, it's backdoor, and it's Mitchell to the rescue. There was that backdoor pass from Boston to Mitchell.
And exactly where you want to go. And Alicia Gray.
Almost been a frustrating second half, and you don't have arguably your best player to go to. Here's Mitchell setting up Wallace. There's a good start.
Inside-out game. Really like Aaliyah Boston as well. Just have that impact, whether she's scoring or not. So coming in that first bucket's huge for them.
Mitchell turns the corner and with a reverse.
And it's pulled away.
Both of these teams have had possessions where they've got multiple offensive rebounds, not able to complete it. But when they're getting into transition, they're finding a one-and-done opportunity.
Here we go. Into the hands of Wheeler. The three buried by Mitchell. Plenty of time left.
Through the lane, which is never really easy, but being able to come in such a capacity, Kelsey Mitchell, they do it.
Mitchell over Williams. She connects.
That'll do it, you know.
Is 0 for 12.
I mean, we've heard hand down, man down, and it was...
Only 5 minutes tonight for Hayes, who picked up 2 fouls early. Connecticut is going for their 8th consecutive win against the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell's had enough of that.
At this lead by getting in, creating contact, and scoring in the paint. Tough shot.
Alyssa Smith versus Kayla McBride here so far. They've each got 7 of their team's 9. Mitchell knocks that one away from Collier. Mitchell off to the races. It's a 2-on-1. She'll drop it for Smith. Behind the back, it's Mitchell. Our Ascension St. Vincent heart-pounding moment of the game. Appropriately, Kelsey Mitchell involved. The steal. Mitchell will take it on Tiffany Mitchell. Draw the foul. Final game of the season. Indiana looking to finish on a high note.
Understanding their role, especially if it's going to be as a primary defender, is important.
Mitchell a three. It is good. Plus the foul. A chance for 4.
Keep in mind, Kelsey Mitchell led this team in scoring a year ago, averaging 18 a game. There, she comes down, Carrington in her space.
Underneath.
Yes, yes.
Clark had 8 before leaving with the ankle injury. Mitchell shifting, dancing and laying. What a move from Kelsey Mitchell.
They talk about dancing with the basketball. This is what it looks like. And Kelsey Mitchell just so quick.
Smith back to Clark. He's got 14, but it's been kind of a quiet 14. Mitchell, long range 3, that had side spin on it, and I think it might.
Mitchell, lefty tray, and that one falls. Entire third quarter, checks back in. Scored 3,402 points.
Boston on the trail. They'll kick it out. There's Mitchell. And rattles that 3 ball down. There's no doubt Kelsey Mitchell is a scorer.
Look at her running ahead of the ball right here.
Clark sees two, gets it to Smith. Extra pass. Mitchell will launch and bury a three.
Indiana is getting really good open looks.
Mabry unable to hit. Here's Mitchell blasting into the front court. Mitchell shovels and Wallace finishes. Carter met by Boston. Williams bricks it. Clark another rebound. Tosses ahead. Wheeler extra feed. Oh, that was pretty. Plus the foul.
Defense on one end where Leah Boston came over to help, and then just a beautiful fast break. No dribbles, just passes. 1, 2, and finish.
Out of bounds.
Get up.
Alley-oops to Courtney Vandersloot. Everybody who's on the court for the Liberty of everyone else, go for it. And I'm you know what? And that's not to slight Sloot. You go, girl.
Ariel Atkins getting things going for the Mystics on the offensive end, now into double figures with 12.
It's also about her getting used to playing with her teammates, and that just comes with getting reps in games.
Mitchell for three, splash.
Wheeler just couldn't handle it. Wheeler on the drive, off balance, shot too strong. Howard tips it over to Jones. And there's Mitchell to get a hand on it. Wallace corner back to Mitchell. Step back three, you bet. Oh! Mitchell trying to create, down to 3 seconds. Mitchell gonna have to hoist. Oh, Mitchell! A perfect end to the half for Kelsey Mitchell and this Fever offense.
17 for Boston. Indiana could use a break, fumble it around, broken play, and they make a play.
2-point edge here for the Sky. Mitchell behind the back, between the legs. Carter now picks her up. Two quick players. Mitchell finishing with her offhand. Count that one.
He's low to the ground here. Look at how quick she is with the crossover playing against Kennedy Carter.
She is savoring this spot as a super sub here today. 6 to shoot. Mitchell driving. Gets it to drop.
Yeah, that's what Kelsey Mitchell has been able to do throughout this game.
So just trying to force the pace, pull up three. Mitchell knocks it down.
Waiting. And of course they get an easy one.
Kelsey Mitchell is so lethal from outside.
She'll lull you to sleep.
Wheeling behind Boston, trying to get it back to her. That one's deflected. Boston collects. Mitchell, you bet! And the foul! It's a fever rainstorm in Chicago.
The way Indiana is shooting the basketball here, Kelsey Mitchell drains a three.
Clark hounded, gives it off to Leah. Here's Smith now. Around the circle, Mitchell. She's been quiet thus far. The 1-2 and lay it up, not quiet anymore. How about Kelsey Mitchell? Now with 4 points on the game, and she'll go to the strike.
Watch her here. Get through that double team. NECA coming over to help.
Mitchell fakes the screen. Like Bentley now, 3 on the shot clock. Kelsey's got to get it up. The Lefty will, and splashing home. That was a huge three because this game was really starting to get away.
Mitchell. They switch it. Cunningham trying to stay with her. Nice feed. Wallace inside. Off the great dime by Kelsey Mitchell.
Clark with another rebound, who was 1 rebound away from a triple-double in their last game at Phoenix. Kelsey Mitchell up and under.
So explosive.
Okay, let's take another look at Caitlin and Mitchell.
Just a great job by Mitchell to sprint ahead of the ball, which the wings for Indiana run as hard as the post players do in the middle. And then a great finish by Kelsey Mitchell high off.
Mitchell! Shovel pass to Boston, and the Fever have rallied to take the lead in the fourth.
Mitchell on the drive, splits the double team, draws the foul, gets it to go, an acrobatic finish, and an and one coming for Mitchell.
Watch the split right here with contact. A beautiful finish. Remember at the beginning of the year, Kelsey Mitchell.
Taylor was signed to a 7-day contract here earlier today, so not out of the question. Former Fever guard could see some time with the shorthanded group. Oh, Mitchell, that's a deep three, and Indiana's knocked down 3 of them here in the first.
Kind of quarterback. Initially, she looked down to Alyssa Smith on that high-low. Here's a double team by the Lynx.
Kelsey Mitchell with the tough shot. Fry draws the double. And now Smith has to go. What a play! Kelsey Mitchell with the block, and then Boston saved it inside.
But keep the ball in bounds. I don't even know if Alana Smith saw her coming. And then Aaliyah Boston on a career rebounding performance night keeps this play alive. Clock is in favor of the Fever. This is a growth moment. Regular season last year.
Smith gets 1 out of 2. Boston tapped it back to Mitchell, who pulled the trigger and buried it. Long 2.
Smooth.
Good defense by Sims to keep the ball out of Clark's hands. Mitchell needs to shoot, but she lost the ball. Does get it up, and somehow it went in.
How about Akumbawale in this third quarter catching fire? Mitchell rims in on a 3. Kelsey Mitchell.
This Fever team is well rested. They had one Olympian and Christy Wallace. Other than that, this group has been together here for the last month or so as Boston finds Mitchell, who finishes.
Getting ready to check back in. Here's Mitchell on a 3. She got it. Much needed for Indiana.
Some incredible pressure defense right there from Minnesota that forces Caitlin Clark to turn the ball over. Her teammates need to help her in that scenario, and they got to come to the ball.
Hang on, I read that backwards. It is 13-9 in favor of Minnesota.
Been able to go 3-1 so far on this homestand. Kelsey Mitchell again. Wow.
Let's take a look here. Jordan Canada D'ing her up. I didn't see any contact. I mean, our camera left with the shot there.
You can't always blame the screener for that. Sometimes it's the ball handler that doesn't wait. Oh, look at that back door. Beautiful. A beautiful setup and 1, Pat.
Who whips it into the corner. Wheeler not there, but chases her own miss. Beats everyone to it. Kelsey Mitchell pays it off.
Clark comes down. There's one of those long passes. Oh, little French pastry from Kelsey Mitchell.
Check this out right here. Eyes are up. Eyes are up. I see you. You know your big is trailing the play. Now this is a lefty using that left hand, and yeah, that's going to be a highlight reel.
Mitchell looks to push. Leads Indiana in scoring 18-5, and she's got 4 already.
And really shooting it well since the break. Her best numbers overall, actually, in her career.
Here's Mitchell putting on the moves, and Mitchell.
Since the break, there hasn't been a more productive backcourt than Kelsey Mitchell, as you mentioned, Pat. That's not something she was doing last year.
Mitchell catch and shoot, whistle there too, hit a 3. And let's check on where this foul is. And
Katie Lou Samuelson should be the one.
From the line in Minnesota with a 1-point lead here early from Indianapolis. Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot, knocks down her first 3.
One thing about Kelsey Mitchell, it doesn't matter how she starts. Great spot up and just the footwork and the technique that.
Caldwell spent 3 years in the WNBA, 2 in Atlanta, 1 in Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell knocking it down.
Fun to watch. Plays the game low to high. Always ready to fire.
Clark, backdoor pass. Mitchell lays it in and a foul.
Indiana needs to play with. Kia Stokes late on the help.
The Aces respond with 5 points. After Indiana took the lead, and then Clark's pass is deflected by Hayes, but the Aces give it right back. Mitchell weaving her way inside the left-handed bank shot. Boston able to save the offensive rebound. Mitchell on a crossover. She will lunch and bury a 3.
Here's Clark into the paint, shooing off Bonner. Mitchell sidestepping 3. She got it. Kelsey Mitchell was second in the league in points per game post-Olympics. Another rebound for Clark, already her 4th. Clark zipping up the floor. Mitchell's 3 is good.
First. I mean, just the quickness and speed. Caitlin Clark pushing the ball down the floor. Not only the